Hello, Dave here. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make the winch on your Coleman UT400 wireless remote control. In my case, I'm going to make it to where the original wired controller will work as well, but this will show you how to buy a simple kit and install a wireless remote control for your winch. This is the controller for the winch. You'll see it's got the two wires right here and right here. Those are the two wires that control the in or the out. Your power comes in through this connection up here. I already pulled back this cover and pulled the power part. So you'll also need to tap into that for the remote. You also need a ground. I plan on just screwing into one of these screws here with the ring that comes supplied with the kit, and pick up my ground from there. Now, if for some reason you wanted to make this unit or even your wired unit be able to be activated without the key being turned on, you just take the wire coming off of here. I've already loosened it, maybe it'll come out, and you can tie it directly in. Take this plate off and tie it directly into the positive lead marked battery. And if you wanted to do so, you'd be able to control either winch without the key being turned. I don't see a reason to do that, so I'm just going to tie into this original one here. Okay, so here's what I've done here so far. I've unhooked the wire going to the top terminal. Okay, I already have the winch controller hooked up. I'll turn the key. And what I'm going to do is try to make the winch go out. Okay, it won't go out. I'm too lazy to wind the cable out, so I don't want to hit the in button. But now I know that upper one is the lead that is the out lead. Incidentally, when you pull those terminals off, use a pair of lineman pliers or something and grab a hold of it. Don't try to pull any of these by the wire. You'll probably just pull them out and mess them up. So on my unit, the top one is out. I have a marker in my pocket. I'm just going to write a O on there for out in case I forget. Here's the kit I ended up buying off of Amazon. I'll post a picture right here, and I'll put a link in the description. Here's the receiver. It came with two transmitters. The problem is the receiver has these ends on it, and I need the basically like spade connectors, and for the power I need this connector. So anyway, a quick breakdown. The red wire is your positive, the yellow is one of your controls, the white is one of your controls, and the black is ground. The blue is an antenna. This is how I'm going to set up the wires going to the for the power for the unit. This will plug into the existing wiring harness on the Coleman. There'll be a Y going to two females. The wire controller has a male like this. It'll plug into one. This one, I am going to cut off the positive lead and put this in its place. That way everything on this end will be plug and play. On the control leads, I'm going to have to configure something like this. This one here will plug into the solenoid. There'll be a wire running to here and to here. The wire controller already has a female spade like this. It'll plug into there. I will put this on one of these on each of the control wires. There are two of them, so I'll have to build two of these to make it all plug in. Like I said, the ground, I'll just leave this circle on here, and I'm going to just use one of the screws nearby and try to ground it. Okay, so here I got the power side connector done. This will go into the machine. It turns out I could not get the two wires into the red. I don't use these connectors much, but they're different sizes. It needs to be the red. So what I did is where the two wires go in to the female side. One hooks up to the wireless remote. The other one will hook up to the wired remote. So what I had to do is use a yellow connector, a spade connector. Okay, and I'll just plug these in together. The spades are the same size. So that will go into the machine. One side goes into the connector on this remote unit that I've already changed. And the other one is where the wired unit will go in. So now the power's done. I'll probably just tape all this up. Here's one of the two Y connectors. This end here will go to the solenoid. I had to put this little connector here. I used the wrong one. I'm just going to tape it up. So the wire controller will hook to there. It's got a spade on it. And I put a spade on the yellow wire. So the spade will go off here. I need to build another one of these, and the whole thing will be good to go. So here's what you'll end up with. These connectors like this. So after taping the connections and everything, here's where I ended up. I have the power lead going in here. That will go to the machine. The wired winch will plug into here. This will go to one of the ports on the solenoid, and a wired controller will go to this one. Same with that. The ground I didn't have to mess with. That would just go to a ground bolt. I have everything wired in now. As you can see, I zip tied it to the top of that bracket on top of the solenoid. You can just slip the zip tie right between this plastic piece and the solenoid. I took the antenna wire and just kind of zip tied it under there, tucked it down in there just to make sure it doesn't get into trouble. I should have cut some of the excess wire off of the machine or the unit, but that's okay. It doesn't matter. I just kind of zip tied it all up. It's not going anywhere. As promised in the beginning, both the wired controller and the wireless one will work. And now for the wireless. Thanks for watching.